We're headed to a Game 5. The Dodgers stave off elimination with a 7-2 win on Tuesday night. Mookie Betts and Will Smith both homered, and Gavin Lux reached base 4 times. LA has now won 5 straight elimination games dating back to last season's NLCS. Game 5 is set for Thursday night in San Francisco. The pitching matchup will be Logan Webb against Julio Urias. For more, we welcome in our front office insider and World Series champion David Samson. The Dodgers, they had their backs against the wall on Tuesday night and responding in a big way. What did you make of LA keeping their season alive, David?
Well, I think when this series started, we all expected it to go 5 games. And to go to the distance, somebody's going to have to win a Game 4 who's losing 2-1. It happened to be the home team. The winds were calm today, so this game played more true. And the Dodgers simply were able to get a bunch of little cuts. They got a bunch of runs early, but they didn't blow the game open. So they got some offense, but then they got some stops, some shutdown innings. And the Giants' offense was never really able to get going. And the Giants just kept going reliever after reliever. Then the Dodgers went reliever after reliever, all with Game 5 in mind, because I think it was pretty clear early that the Dodgers were not going to be denied tonight.
Dave Roberts made the decision to start Walker Buehler on 3 days rest for the very first time in his entire career. He was pulled after throwing 74 pitches in 4 1/3 innings. When you think about what he did, what impressed you? And do you think it was the right move to remove him from the game at that time?
Well, let's start by saying you've got to start him on 3 days rest, because when you've got Urias for a Game 5, you don't want to lose a series in 5 games by having Urias never pitch again, and you don't want to lose a series by not even getting to a 5th game. So you definitely let Buehler go on 3 days rest, even though he is not having done that before. So then you have a pretty short leash, 70 pitches to 80 pitches. Your team has a lead, and now he's in line ready in case they make it to the LCS. I think Dave Roberts handled this perfectly. They have a deep bullpen, and they were able to get through this game with really very little issue. And when you draw up a short rest start like tonight, you're hoping for 5+. They got 4+, not so bad.
The series shifting back to San Francisco now for a winner-take-all Game 5 Thursday night. Who do you think wins the series, punching their ticket to the NLCS?
This is the game. I picked the Giants in 5. I can't change my mind now. The question in my mind is, can Logan Webb really get through the Dodgers lineup twice in a series? You saw how dominant he was in Game 1. And then on the other side, I keep thinking back when I'm in Stanford with you last year at the World Series, what Urias did in that Game 6, the final game. He was unstoppable, and he had such great poise. So he's got a very low heart rate. The question is, will Logan Webb have that in a game like this? The first pitcher who makes it to the 5th inning of those 2 starters, you've got yourself a winner. I'm going to say Logan Webb because I said the Giants. I'm not going to change.
We appreciate you sticking with your choice there. We're going to talk about the Braves in the second. But if you are Atlanta and you had a choice, are you rooting for the Giants or the Dodgers?
Oh, that's actually very clear what I'm doing. If I'm the Braves, I'm rooting for a 20-inning game that goes 8.5 hours. I know that I've got to fly to L.A. or to San Francisco, but I get home field advantage over the Dodgers. So do I want to stay in Atlanta but play the Dodgers, who are trying to repeat and get back to the World Series, which has been their obsession? Or do I want to play the best team in baseball in the regular season and schlep out to San Francisco for Game 1? The answer is they're both really good teams. That's why I'm rooting for 20 innings.
All right, well, let's talk about Atlanta. After losing Game 1, they bounced back with 3 straight wins, taking the series. And it was Freddie Freeman playing the role of hero with that deciding home run in the bottom of the 8th. How dangerous are the Braves in the NL?
Well, remember, they're doing this without Acuna. They're doing it without Soroka. They're doing it without Ozuna. And they've got a great trade deadline pickup in Duvall. And they've got Freeman, the MVP. The focus for me on this game is he hit this home run off Josh Hader. Why is Josh Hader in this game right now? Because Devin Williams is home in Arizona, breaking in Anderson when the Brewers made the playoffs. That is the difference. That cost the Brewers their season. Now, they didn't hit. They got shut out 2 games in a row. They were able to score in this game, but every time they scored, their pitching gave up a couple of runs and did not get the shutdown inning. This game just felt like it was the Braves to win the entire game, and they prevailed. Second year in a row in the NLCS. Do they have a chance to beat the Dodgers or the Giants? That is the question, and I'll let you know after Thursday when I see what happens with the pitching for the winning team.
David Sampson breaking down the National League playoffs. We appreciate the time, sir. Thank you. And for more from David Sampson, be sure to download and subscribe to the Nothing Personal podcast. David is talking all things MLB playoff as well as the top news.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.